All right, so it's the first day of 2026. I'm still sick, so I wasn't able to go out and, go to the gym like everyone else is doing today. But I'm still sick, so just ignore that. I still sound sick. But I was at my computer the entire day just doing research for this product that I'm gonna launch soon. And it's the product that I have a good amount of quantity just stored at the warehouse. I talked about it a few videos ago, I think. But yeah, I wrote down some notes. I researched about the angles for this product. I researched about, the target audiences, the type of people that are buying, uh, the, points to the product, like what are good selling points for the product. And I was looking at the competitors a lot. I was doing like a lot of in-depth research. Like I'm just saying a couple of these things that I'm saying right now in the video, but I went really in depth on the research and I have a really good understanding to what my product is, who I'm selling to. I already know what this product is. I have it on hand as well, so I know, what, how do I say it, like better changes that I can make, some better changes that I can make to this product that my product has. But yeah, I went through everything. Like I have really good understanding. The next step is really just to kind of review what people are doing on Meta, like what their ads are like, what kind of ads are they making, or is it video, statics, is it mixed? I think it is mixed. I also need to find different ways that I can be marketing this, which I have a good understanding of how I could be marketing this. I just need to see what's already being pushed out onto the market, make a little bit of change, and actually start scaling. I think I'm going to start with statics because I'm kind of noticing that visuals is going to be, or I guess the UGC stuff is going to be a bit harder to do. I mean, I could record. I'm not too sure. I haven't really thought of the recording. I think I'm gonna focus on that tomorrow alongside the website creation tomorrow. But creatives are the most important thing to anything. So I need to take a lot of time into actually figuring out what are going to be some good creatives that I can make for this product. It's a good product. I validated it. So if it doesn't work, it's just the way that I'm marketing is not actually working. So I need to market it better. And this product has a lot of different marketing angles, which is great. So I can't just give up on this product within a week. I need to keep going with this one and just keep trying with it and just keep working every day. Another thing I just want to talk about in this video is goals. I've been watching a lot more like improvement videos, I guess, learning how to actually achieve your goals in 2026, what kind of goals you should be setting. And so I'm just kind of talking based off of the people that I look at that have succeeded and where I'm trying to get to is basically people have done millions of dollars in ecom, and they've been explaining how they set goals. And a lot of things that I've noticed from people that don't succeed with their goals or have never actually succeeded with much is their goals are too broad. I also fell to this as well, that if you set your goal to be buy an M4 and that's your whole goal for 2026, that's not a bad goal. But the thing with just saying buy an M4 is that you have no direction of how you're actually going to achieve that. You say you want to buy an M4, but you have no clue how you will achieve it, right? Whereas what I've noticed is that the successful people that have done millions in ecom, that have been successful in the gym and whatever it is, they set really unrealistic goals. Not really like unrealistic goals that kind of scare them, but are also achievable to them, and they end up doing better than they initially said. They make goals that are so how do I say it, so specific. Like they'll be like, I want to buy an M4 doing e-commerce and I want to get it within the first 6 months of the year. I'll buy it in cash, and they'll visualize it in their head how they'll be buying the car. And like they'll have a whole visualization and a whole like understanding of how everything will go, to the point that they have a good direction of how they want to actually achieve that. They want to achieve it through e-commerce, doing this product, maybe a different product, or this niche. They have doing paid ads, doing organic, whichever type of strategy they want to do. They have a very specific goal that they actually want to follow, and they just keep going at it. They don't look at other things like maybe like if other opportunities come up, like day trading, you might start seeing, or you might already have seen. Day trading seems like a very easy thing to do to get successful with, and then you might go off board. But no, these successful people will go hyper focus on whatever they set their goal to be and do whatever it takes to actually succeed with that. that's kind of what led me to fail, I guess, this year. Was my goal, I think, this year. I don't even remember what my goal was. That was the thing. I think my goal this year was to make $100,000 in revenue. And the thing with 100,000 is that it's a bit on the lower side of ecom. The actions you need to take to do 100K is basically calo ripping. Like, you don't even have to try to do 100K. You just have to get lucky to get 100K. Whereas goals, like for me, I guess I'm just going to say here, my goal this year is to do $1 million in revenue on my e-commerce store. And I haven't even done 100K yet. But that to me is an unrealistic goal. I already set up how I want to achieve it, doing e-commerce, doing the store. I want to achieve it like by, I don't know, by the end of the year, basically. But I mean, I'm kind of contradicting myself, that saying that the goal's unrealistic. But I wrote like a whole paragraph about how I want to achieve it. I'm just not going to really talk about it because it's more personal. But like, my goal last year was 100K. I had no idea how I wanted to achieve it. I didn't even have motivation to do e-commerce. And so that's why I ended up failing that goal. And so $1 million might seem unrealistic to me, but it is definitely achievable with, you know, having a more specific understanding of how do you want to achieve your goal. And so, yeah, I hope you guys can understand a little bit of what I'm trying to explain here. I mean, maybe doesn't make too much sense, but that's like the best way I could explain it, is you need to be more specific about your goals. Be a bit be unrealistic too with them. Like, if it's your first time doing e-commerce, like you've never actually tried e-commerce or drop shipping, then yeah, okay, say 100,000. But you know, for people that have done it for a long time, like I've been doing it for a long time, I've never been really successful yet, but I know that I can be successful with it. You know, look at who you are as a person. Set an unrealistic goal that is also achievable in a way, and just keep going. Because if you have a sense of direction, you'll know what you need to do every day. Just from waking up, you'll know, I want to make $1 million by doing this e-commerce store, by running meta ads, and I don't know what else, like becoming better at static ads or UGC creation, at copywriting every single day. Like, that is already a much better goal. That's my goal, but that's already a much better goal than just saying I want to make 100,000 this year. Like 100,000, just saying I want to make $1 million is, you have no sense of direction. Whereas if you set a specific goal, you will have a sense of direction of where you need to go, and you'll be less likely to give up on your goal within the first month, like 90% of people do, I think. I don't know what the exact amount is, but I heard somewhere that it was like majority of people give up on their goal by the time January is over. And so be more specific with your goal. Don't be like stupidly unrealistic. Like for me, if I said I was going to make 100 million this year, that's not realistic. That's not realistic, unrealistic, if you know what I mean. But saying $1 million for me, I've been in the game for a couple of years. I've made an okay amount of money for, I mean, to me, I haven't made anything with ecom, but to a lot of people, it's considered a good amount. So a lot of beginners, it's considered a good amount. So $1 million is my goal. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.